Thank you for being here. We're going to go through a nutrition consult, so I'll ask you a few questions, answer the best you can, and then we'll go through what it all means and how it can make it work towards meeting your goals. So the first question is, have you had a general medical checkup in the last 6 months?
No.
No.
12 months.
Have you ever been told by your doctor to avoid any type of exercise, strenuous physical activity?
My physio is telling me to watch my shoulder.
And has there been any sort of do's and don'ts, or is it just maybe work within what you can if there's pain?
Try not to lift weights above my shoulder.
But apart from that, no sort of heart or a lung, or there's no sort of serious.
No, it's all good.
Okay. All right. Do you have a family history of heart disease?
No.
Good. Do you drink alcohol?
Yes.
Yes. How many standard drinks per week? There's no judgment. We're just trying to figure out where we can make a few changes if we need
maybe 2 glasses a night.
Okay. So would you say 14 a week be?
Yeah.
Are you a current smoker?
No.
No. And what best describes your weight history in the last 12 months? Would it be stable, fluctuating, increasing, or decreasing?
It was increasing over the last 12 months.
Okay, so increasing. Cool. Do you have any current injuries?
No. Oh, well,
So
yes, my shoulder's a
Just
bit.
the shoulder. And that was the right or left shoulder?
Right.
Do you drink tea or coffee regularly?
Yes, 1
Or
cup a day.
1 cup of tea and coffee a day?
No, just 1 cup of coffee a day.
Okay. And how much water do you drink per day?
Maybe 2 glasses.
2 glasses a day?
Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, so now we're going to go through, and it might be best to sort of just pace out what you eat in a day, or an average day, I should say, so we can figure out exactly how many serves of fruits and vegetables, grains, dairy, all the things like that, so then we can better place you for, what you're currently doing to maybe what we could get you doing if you do have a goal of weight loss, which I know that you may have.
Okay.
So, in a day, how many servings would you have of vegetables and legumes or beans? So, would it be easier to go through your day?
Well, I eat vegetables and that sort of thing at night only, probably.
Okay.
And I'd have at least 2 servings.
2 servings with your dinner, for example?
Yeah.
And nothing for lunch? No vegetables for lunch?
No, I don't think so. Not generally. Probably have.
On average,
more
what would you
fruit.
have for lunch?
I'd either have a sandwich or a cup of soup or sushi.
Okay. Okay, and would it be a vegetable soup? Would it be, like a salmon and avocado roll? Would there be any vegetables in there?
Oh, well, yes, I suppose the soup could be.
Okay, so if you've maybe had 2 or so servings for dinner and maybe 1, we could sort of put that as 2 to 3 per day.
Yes, okay.
2 to 3
that's
serves.
fair.
Okay. Okay, so then the next one is fruit. So you mentioned you had fruit a day. Was that for lunch?
So I have fruit with breakfast.
Fruit at breakfast. Okay, and just
On
1
cereal.
serve? Okay.
Yeah. I might have a piece of fruit with whatever I have for lunch.
Okay.
And probably don't have many more than that. So
Okay, so
2 servings
2
a day.
seems right. Yep. All right. So cereal. So grains. So whole grains or high fiber cereals. You mentioned you had cereal for breakfast.
I try and have a muesli mostly.
Okay. So we've got 1 there. Okay. Now moving on to lean meat, poultry, fish, eggs, tofu, nuts, seeds, all that good stuff.
Yep. So I definitely have 1 serve of one of those things at night. Maybe eggs for breakfast.
Okay.
And if I have bread, I've been buying bread that's got multigrains in it.
Okay. So perhaps we'll go 1 to 2 on the grains if you're having toast with your eggs.
Yep.
And then we'll go 1 to 2 of the lean meat.
Yep.
Although if you are having sushi and there's
Yeah,
salmon in there, so we'll put 2 to 3 there, and that
Okay.
covers all those bases.
All right.
Okay, moving on, milk, yogurt, cheese, and any sort of low fat. foods, which I suppose would also cover your avocado if you were having that as well. But
Yeah, so I would have milk in the coffee. I do have yogurt on my cereal,
okay,
and I don't often have cheese, but occasionally I might have cheese and crackers at night, but
okay,
certainly not every night.
I think that would probably start ticking into the next column, which I'll get to.
Okay.
But basically, these are sort of your base food groups, and then
Okay.
anything excessive, high fat, little discretionary choices, chocolates, etc., would
Okay.
probably feed into the next one. So we'll keep that for a second. So let's go. We'll
Alright.
call that 2 serves.
Yep.
With your milk in the
Milk
coffee,
and
yogurt on the cereal, because that's
Yep.
a definite everyday. Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So as I mentioned, the last one is anything additional in those 5 food groups. Fats, oils, spreads. So if you're cooking extra things, or as I said, if you tea with, or maybe biscuits with your coffee, or dessert, chocolate after dinner, that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, so we have got into the bad habit of a bit of chocolate after dinner.
Okay.
I don't often eat biscuits now, but just trying to think.
I mean, I
When
think
I'm
just
working all day, I don't have time to eat much in between.
Snack,
So,
okay.
yeah. And if I did snack, sometimes I would just have some more fruit. I might go and have some grapes or.
okay. So that's still an additional serve from the food group. So we'll go
Yeah.
grapes. Any after dinner.
No, mostly just a bit of chocolate. I don't think.
Okay. So that would be
I eat much.
that would probably count then. So
Yeah.
we'll have 2 servings there.
Maybe we'd have a dessert like once a week if we go out for dinner. Occasionally, I might have a dessert.
Okay. And then we've also got drinking with dinner too.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put that as 2 to 3.
Okay.
So
Alright.
that accounts for possible desserts, maybe the extra bit of fruit or morning tea snack, and then also.
Okay.
All right. Does that sound? Does that make sense? Everything about
yeah.
so you're comfortable with those answers?
Yep.
All right. All right. I will, based on. Basically, we're going to use a calculator on eatforhealth.gov.au, which will basically pop in some of your details, typically just age and gender, and that will sort of spit out what you should be or what your recommended kilojoule intake is, and then how many serves of each, and then we can compare both and
Okay.
maybe find some solutions. Okay? All right. So we'll go do that and we'll come back.
Okay.